Can you say your name? What's your name? Hey, you, what's your name? Hey, you, what's your name? What's your name? Huh? Did I even tickle? Okay, squeeze it.
It's everywhere.
Paetton was 9 months old, and she just went in for a well child checkup, just a normal 9-month child checkup. And her doctor found something in her abdomen that was abnormal. So he ordered a x-ray, and it didn't look normal on the x-ray, so he directed us to go to Children's Hospital Minneapolis. And there we spent a week running different tests, diagnostics, and whatnot, trying to figure out what was wrong in her abdomen. And come day 5, I think, we found out that her kidneys were enlarged. They were the size of a normal adult kidney, both of them. So after we found that out, we had her get a biopsy, and it came back that she had nephroblastomitis, which is an early onset of Wilms tumor. We started a 24-week chemo cycle, and after that was all done, we went into remission for about 6 months. And after another normal checkup, she had a CT scan, we found out that it didn't quite go away the way that we would have hoped. So then we had to go through another round of chemo, which was similar to the first round of chemo that she had. And that one was pretty uneventful. Actually, both of those chemos were uneventful. We didn't really have any issues with those. After her second round of chemo, we went through a remission. What? You want to say something? Hush hush? Hish hush? Well, I'm telling you your story. It's a long story. Can you give me a second? So after her second round of chemo, we went into remission we were in remission for a full year, and then they decided after that that we would remove her port. So we went and had that done, and we were, 6 months? About 6 months without a port, and we did another standard post-chemo checkup, which was another CT scan. And it came back where there was something in her kidney that didn't look right. There was a growth that they really couldn't explain that didn't look good. So then we ended up getting another biopsy, which with that biopsy it wasn't invasive. We had a needle, it inserted into her kidney, and then they ran tests on those cells that they harvest. And it came back that she had full-fledged Wilms tumor. When they ran tests on the tumor and the lymph nodes surrounding the affected area, they found out that the tumor actually spread into her lymph nodes a little bit. So we went and we had more chemo, and that one was pretty rough. With the operation that was on her kidney, it didn't fully heal. So about 2 weeks after her surgery, we found out that she had some urine leaking into a body cavity next to her kidney. So she had to get stents in place, implanted in her side, and we had those for almost a year. It was draining the fluid, making sure that it would heal properly, since the chemo doesn't promote healing very well, and it was going into the kidney right away, so it was paramount that we get that removed and make sure that it was able to heal. And I think we are almost dead in the middle of her current chemo cycle, and The first 2 or 3 weeks were pretty rough, but she's been doing really good since. We haven't had to go into the hospital nearly as much as the last session, which is extremely beneficial for a 5-year-old who likes to run, play, do all the normal stuff, but can't necessarily do it since we're kind of on a short leash when it comes to health concerns. And other than that, she's a normal, healthy kid who is a little bit crazy, but she's fun. For Paetton being nominated for INDY Warrior, it's the first nomination that I've actually sought for her situation. And just for all the hospital stays, the travel that's involved in everything, it's gonna be a real benefit just to have a little cushion to help with the expenses and everything else that's going on with her, and also help make sure that she has things to occupy her time if we have to stay in the hospital for extended periods. Just kind of something that I never really looked for, but something that I'm really grateful to be a part of, and it will make her quality of life, whether it be in the hospital or just trying to be a normal little kid, will help out greatly.